Hello and welcome to Learn Statistics class. In this class, we are going to learn the statistical concept in simple and more easy way. The topic of today's lecture is correlation. In the correlation, we will learn covariance between the two variables x and y. And the next point, properties of covariance. In the properties of covariance, we will discuss some properties of covariance. Now we will start with the first topic, covariance. We see that the scatter diagram shows only vague idea of the nature of correlation and not the extent of correlation. It gives only the rough idea of the correlation. The covariance is a numerical measure of the degree of correlation between two variables, and it takes into account the direction as well as the amount of correlation. Now we shall see the definition of covariance. Let x and y be a bivariate data taking values xi yi for I equal to 1 to n be a set of n pair observations on the two variables x and y. The covariance between x and y is defined as covariance xy is equal to 1 upon n summation x minus x bar multiplied by yi minus y bar, I equal to 1 to n. This is the definition of covariance. If we simplify the product of x minus x bar into y minus y bar, then we get covariance of x and y is equal to 1 upon n summation xi into yi minus x bar into y bar. Generally, we use the second formula of covariance in order to save the time and efforts in the calculation of covariance. Now we will see the next point, properties of covariance. So let us start with the first property. Covariance between x and y is same as covariance between y and x. Now consider the left hand side. Covariance x comma y, by definition it is 1 upon n summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar. Now rearrange the product as 1 upon n sigma y minus y bar into x minus x bar. So this is nothing but covariance of y and x, which is equal to right hand side. Hence the property number 1 means covariance between either x and y is same as covariance between y and x. There is no change between the covariance if we interchange the variables x and y. Now the second property is covariance between x and x itself is equal to variance of x. So consider the proof. Let us take the left side, covariance of x comma x. By definition it is 1 upon n sigma x minus x bar multiplied by x minus x bar, since both the variables are x. So it is equal to 1 upon n summation x minus x bar bracket square. We know that this expression is nothing but the formula of variance sigma x square, which is nothing but variance between variance of x. Hence covariance between x and x is the variance of x. Similarly, covariance between y comma y is also nothing but variance of y. If we take both the variables are same, then we get covariance changes to variance of that variable. Now we shall consider the third property, which is the effect of change of origin and scale on the value of covariance. Here we are adding B and D, means B and D are origins, and we are multiplying with the constant A and C. A and C are the scales. Therefore the third property is covariance of Ax plus B Cy plus D is nothing but A into C covariance X and Y. Means from the last expression we observe that only the scale are present in the expression, hence covariance is affected by change of scale only. Here A, B, C and D are constants. Now we shall consider the left side of the property, covariance between Ax plus B, comma Cy plus D. Now I will define the new variable u equal to Ax plus B and V equal to Cy plus D. Therefore, by the properties of arithmetic mean, we know that u bar, mean of u bar is equal to Ax bar plus B by the property of effect of change of origin and scale, which we have already learned in the measures of central tendency. If student want to refer that lecture, then click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and the link of that playlist is also mentioned in the description box. Similarly, the mean of V is V bar is equal to Cy bar plus D. Hence, by definition of covariance between U and V, the left side becomes covariance of UV, and it is by definition 1 upon n summation U minus U bar multiplied by V minus V bar. U and V both values are mentioned in equation number 1 for our further reference. By substituting the values of U, V, U bar and V bar from equation 1 in equation 2, we will get left side is equal to 1 upon n sigma Ax plus B minus Ax bar plus B. Similarly, next is Cy plus D into minus Cy bar plus D which is equal to 1 upon n sigma. This B and B get cancelled. Similarly, D minus D get cancelled, though only the remaining terms are Ax minus Ax bar into Cy minus Cy bar. Now take the constants A and C from the two brackets and take it outside. 1 upon n summation AC into bracket x minus x bar y minus y bar. Since A and C are constant, I will take it outside the summation. A into C 1 by n summation x minus x bar y minus y bar. We observe that the term in bracket, square bracket, is nothing but the covariance between x and y by definition of covariance, and which is equal to the right hand side. Hence, left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Hence, the property. Hence, we prove that the covariance is affected by change of scale but not the change of origin. In this way, in this lecture, we learn why we calculate covariance in order to study the correlation, and we discuss the properties of covariance in detail. I think student understand the all concepts in the lecture. If student like this lecture, click on the like button and share with your friends in order to learn the statistical concept in simple and more easy way. Further, many more concepts are discussed on the Learn Statistics class. If student want to refer all the lectures, then click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and link of all the playlists are mentioned in the description below. We will meet in the next lecture with the next concept from the covariance and correlation. We will stop here. Thank you.